Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyle, where we focus on becoming the best version of yourself every day, trying to do better, become a better person. Yes, nobody can be perfect, but we can all strive to become complete as individuals. So, before we get into today's topic, I know you're excited, me too. Let's just go over the small things. You got CompleteLifestyle.co. You can get the clothes, you can get the book. You can hit me up for one-on-one counseling, speaking engagements, you name it, it's there. You can also send me an email at mailcomplete@gmail.com. Also, Redbubble Teespring, I got my merch up there. I'll put that in the link in the description. And just be on the lookout. Like I said, I'm still working on the class. My book is on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. You've got next, How to Live a Complete Lifestyle and Leave a Legacy. So, what is today's topic? Today's topic is the truth. How many people want it? How many people actually care? You know, I think about today's society, we're so focused on getting outside of what our reality is and escaping it into something that's not real, instead of actually working harder to create the lifestyle that we want. It's a cop-out. We got to do better as a society. Eating better, taking care of our body, helping the next man or woman, being better parents, being a better example at work, at home, just trying to do the right thing as much as possible. If you put good out, you'll get good back. Now, does that mean that we're not talking about life here? Because life is going to be ups, life is going to be downs. Don't matter how much good you put into the universe, you're going to go through some hard times. You're going to go through some struggles. But if you understand life, you also understand that if you stay even keel throughout everything, you'll be in the best place possible. Don't get too high on your highs. Don't get too low on your lows. So let's jump into it today, guys. What is the key to life? The key to your life is understanding who you are. Understanding what's your purpose, what's your place, what makes you happy. Understanding what level you want to get to, and then when you understand yourself, knowing what it's going to take to get to that level. How are you going to become the best version of yourself, living the best life you can possibly live? Because tomorrow's not promised. You get one shot at your life. After that, it's over. So, when you get to know yourself, you get to know the type of person you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, what won't work for you, and what will work for you. You're able to unlock a whole nother vision, a whole nother life, because you can actually see what life is. Because when you take accountability for yourself, you take accountability for every situation you're in. You and you alone are responsible for your happiness, for your success. How can you level up? When you know what you want and you understand life, you know what it's going to take to get there, but you can also research the information on how to get there step by step. In life, there are, I believe, 3 types of people. There's the 1%, who are the richest of the rich, the wealthiest of the wealthy. They make the decisions behind the scenes. They control the economy. They control the resources. It's actually 10% of them, but I call them the 1%. Then you have the 85%, which is the common people, the regular people, the everyday goers. We work hard, but we don't question anything. You got to get out of that group, guys. If that is you, that you don't question everything, whatever the news say, if the news say go get this, you go get that. If the news say we're running out of stuff and you got to go get the water, yes, you do want to get water, make sure that you have enough, but you don't want to go because the news says go. You want to go because you need water. You don't just go off of other people's opinions, whether it's social media, whether it's the churches, whether it's the movies, the cartoons, the TV, the news, etc. You want to always know who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in. If there's a question that you have, you want to be smart enough to research it and find the information out for yourself versus just going off what somebody says. So don't be a follower, guys. I know it's tough in today's world where we just follow everything. We just follow anybody, whoever is the hottest at this point, or whoever seems the coolest or has the nicest stuff. We want to just follow them and try to emulate them. No, be yourself, stick out. Don't worry about going against the grain. So, who are those people that do those things, that know who they are, know what their worth is, questions everything? Those are the 5%ers. No, we don't have the wealth that the 1% has or the 10%, but we have the knowledge. We understand that we can't just go off of something that they say. We have to figure it out for ourselves. So that's the first step to unlocking the key to life, guys. Once you know yourself, you're able to actually see that we're in a world within a world. So you have what's being presented, and then you have what it really is. Your goal is to find out who you are so you can tap into what it really is. So how do they show us or try to push us in a certain direction? Or let's discuss what ways do they do that? They tell you what's going on, guys. They put it in movies. They put it in cartoons. They put it in skits. They put it on the radio. They put it in the news. Now, do they tell you the complete story? No, they never tell you the complete story. They just make it so that it is easy to deal with, so that you accept it. I'll give you an example. Before they tell you or they do something, they have to show you. Now, you're going to hear a couple of examples, and then you're going to say, those are just coincidences. But are they really? So in this video, I'm going to give you a couple things, a couple examples of stuff. I want you to just think on it. Feel free to respond, reply. So let's jump into the first thing. We have COVID out right now. They put a movie out called Contagion a few years back, telling us, hey guys, this is what's coming. We got this virus. It's going to kill thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions of people. It's going to spread throughout, and we're not going to know how to stop it. Same scenario. Now, if you research it, is the movie Contagion the same as COVID? I'm pretty sure they're going to tell you no. But what is the coincidences of them putting it out and then it actually happens? I'll give you another prime example. The death of Kobe Bryant, RIP. I did a video a few years back. They had a cartoon done where Kobe was in a helicopter and the helicopter crashed. Now, most people would say, oh, it's just a cartoon. Is it just a cartoon? You tell me, if that is the prediction of a cartoon and that's how he actually passed. Another one. I did a video. In that same video, I talked about The Simpsons predicting millions of different things that's going on that actually come true. They also predicted Trump was going to be president. Now, what on earth would give them that idea? Was it already preset? Were they just telling you before it happened? See, the common person just sees it as, oh, it's just an episode of The Simpsons, you know. But to the person that actually knows what's going on, they're telling you what's happening, and they're putting it into a form of entertainment. Music guides you the way they want you to be pushed. They know that the way to get to the youth is through music. They know that if they put something out as entertainment, it won't be taken as seriously as it should be. So, to me, that conclusion means that the average person wants to live in a lie. They don't want to know what the truth is, because the truth is out there. It's not like they don't put it out there. It's not like they don't tell you. They actually tell you, but you have to be smart enough to look and say, okay, is this just a form of entertainment? Or are they really telling me something that I need to know? And you want to know why? A lot of times we don't believe things because information is dangerous. When somebody tells you something, you can't unhear it. You can't unsee it. You got to always know that once you cross over into the realm of knowing who you are and taking accountability and always looking at yourself, the things you will see and how things will open up to you is totally different. You can't live the same once you know better, because that's backwards. Even the movie The Matrix. People see The Matrix and say, oh, it's just a form of entertainment. No, there is really a world inside of the world that you're living. You just don't see it because you're so focused on the things that are right in front of you. It's more like you don't see the full picture. You see the black and white, what's right there. People have this thing called gematria, where you can attach a number basically to a letter, and it'll give you information about what's going on. It'll tell you how things are based on that day or that time, based on the sport that you look at, or even yourself. So you have to know that the things that people are putting in front of your face as entertainment, so to speak, are real things. So how do we get true knowledge? For those of you that's wondering, like, okay, well, he's telling us about true knowledge, but how do we get there? By reading. You ever heard the saying, the stuff that they don't want you to know, they put in books? Why is that? Because people don't want to read. They don't want to educate themselves. They want to go home after they work their 9 to 5 and escape reality. You know, so many things are coming out now, like VRs and different things like that. Everything is virtual AI, so that you can escape your life. They got virtual real estate. You can escape your house that you're in and go look into a whole nother area online somewhere where nothing exists. It's not real, but you can live the lifestyle you want to live. If you don't like your life, just put your goggles on and let's go into another life. Why not make your life the life you want to live? Work hard and put in the effort so that you can live how you really want to live. I got a question for you. My first question is, if we're telling the truth here, why are there so many versions of the Bible? And not even that. Why do they leave books out of the Bible? There are Bibles, the normal Bibles that you can go pick up at Walmart or Target or wherever you go, Barnes and Nobles. And there's 50 million versions. You ever thought about that? Not to mention that there are books of the Bible that are left out of those. Why are they leaving books out? Why are some Bibles $1,000 while some Bibles maybe $20? What do those more expensive Bibles contain that the other Bibles don't? So those are the type of things that we talk about. Another question I got: why do we place so much value on money when it's just paper? We assigned what it means, or the value or dollar amount, to the money, but it's not real. It's not something tangible. It's a piece of paper. You can rip it up, you can ball it up, you can throw it away, you can do whatever you want. But society places such a high value on something that actually has no value. We give it the value. If the government tomorrow says your dollar is now worth 2 cents, we place a value on something they can easily control, manipulate, and one day it could be worth something that they say it's worth. The next day it could be worth nothing. So you just got to think about that stuff. People put so much value on the stuff that actually does nothing for them. Now, am I saying money does nothing for you? No, because obviously you need to pay your bills. You need to live your life. But recognize it for what it really is. The dollar amount is quote unquote freedom at the moment, because that is what people are being accepted. That's what people accept right now, is dollar amount. Now, if they change it to cryptocurrency, which is a version of quote unquote money, or we go back to gold or silver, or they come up with something else. Justin Timberlake was in a movie called Time, where who cared about the money? We care about the time, how much time you have in your life. That was what we place value on in the movie. So you have to be careful and understand that whatever you're placing value on, just know and make sure that it actually has real value. Who knows what the future holds? The future may tell you that something else. They might actually get to the point where they tell you time is more valuable now, or the most valuable thing that we have in life. It may get to the point where air, because of so much pollution, that they bottle up air, and air becomes the main thing. So just be careful and know, like I said, I hate to keep going back to it, but know what you stand for and what really has value in your life. Not what society puts value on, but know what people have, what you have value on in your life. Next, the truth. What is the truth? When it comes to society, what do we promote so much of? We don't promote the positive stuff. If you think about it, so much positivity that's going on throughout the world gets swept under the rug. I did a 5-second reel the other day. People don't care about positivity. We only go viral for what I would consider quote unquote BS. You're not going viral for helping nobody. You're not going viral for being a good father or a good parent, or just helping out your kids. People say, oh, well, you're supposed to do that. Yeah, you are supposed to do that. But when the negative stuff gets more impact than the positive stuff, it makes you question why. And the only people that question why is the 5%. We know that it's just a thing of society, and that's what society is pushing right now. But are you going to strive to change it? Or are you going to feed into it? The next thing, everything that they're pushing, you have to understand why. It's to keep you off your purpose. They're not pushing you to become great. They're pushing you to go work for somebody else, make somebody else some money, come home to a life you really don't care about, and then escape it through VR, through virtual reality. All they're promoting is the sex and the drugs and negativity. What about your purpose? Why people don't promote being the best version of yourself, finding your purpose, helping other people, the positive stuff? They don't promote that. In the music, especially in rap music, it's kill, sell drugs, sex. Those are your options. You ever thought about why that is? They don't promote being a good parent. They don't promote doing the right thing. They don't promote becoming a business owner. They don't promote any of the positive stuff. So you just have to know what it is and say, I know what it is. Even if you listen to it, you have to not get involved in it and let it make you think that that's what life is about, because it's not. It's about way more than that. Another thing, since we're telling the truth, guys, we spend too much time in our late teens, early 20s, and early 30s trying to have fun or live life. The truth is, we should be grinding, working hard in that time frame, getting ourselves something that we can live off of for the rest of our life. Putting that effort in so that you can make sure that you have sustainable income by the time you get to your 40s and 50s and 60s. You don't want to have to be working and playing catch up in your 30s and your 40s because you quote unquote live life in your late teens and your 20s. If you're at a stage right now where you're in a position to do better, do better. Understand what they push on you, but also understand what you can do to get out of that and get into your own lane. If you grind hard in your late teens, early 20s, and 30s, you can retire in your late 30s, early 40s. I'm going to tell you, it's only two ways it can go. You're either going to work hard and be able to end early, or you're going to just work, have fun, because this is what most people do. Most people say, I got to go on trips, I got to go out with my friends, I got to buy this car, I got to buy this clothes, I got to do this, I got to do this. They don't set themselves up. So what do? They either have to work their whole life, even in their 60s and 70s and late 50s, because they didn't set anything up, versus knowing, hey, if I grind hard at the beginning of the race, I can retire midway through the race. I don't have to grind hard the entire race. And then when you get to the point where you're making sustainable income, you can take those same trips, go out, do those same things that you wanted to do, but you don't have to worry about waking up the next day and going to clock in for somebody else. So just understand that the truth is out there, guys. Become the best version of yourself. Live your own life. Don't follow anybody else. But also just know what life is. You're going to get one shot. You're going to get one shot at life. You're going to either make it work or you're not. You either going to struggle or you're not. You either going to grind hard or you're not. It's simple as that. So let's get into the next topic because we don't have too many more. Also, there's no such thing as a wasted relationship, a wasted opportunity, or situation. In actuality, you have to learn from everything. You got to know and take everything. There's no such thing as a loss if you learn from it. Whatever you went through, a bad time that you felt like in your life, a bad situation, a bad friendship, etc. It's not a waste if you learn from it, guys. So I want you to always learn from everything that you get into. You have a bad day at work, learn from it so you can make it a better day tomorrow. You had a bad time somewhere, learn from it so that the next time you go, you can make it better. The knowledge that you know as a parent, pass that down earlier to your kids so that they can go through life and hopefully they won't make the same mistakes that you made. Teach them about credit. Teach them about investing. Teach them about having their own, living their own life, knowing who they are, living their own purpose. Now, I have one or two more questions before I let you guys go. Question number 1. Why do we pay entertainers more than teachers? Simple as that. You ever thought about that? The people that get paid the most in the world are not the people that help get you there. It's the people that entertain us. Now, am I mad at somebody for going about and building up that economy and that lifestyle for themselves? No, that's what I'm preaching. But at the same time, why are we not paying the people that get you a foundation, that get you started on the right track, the most money? They're the ones that lay the foundation, whether you want to appreciate them or not, whether you take advantage of the situation while you're in school or not. Those are the people that should be making the most money. Not maybe out of everybody, but they should be paid way higher than they're getting paid. Treated way better than they're getting treated because they're laying the foundation for how we're going to be as adults. And my last point today, I know we've had a long video, but my last point today is you'll be more successful if you wake up at 5 and you read more, guys. That is another key to success. Whatever you want to find out, it's in a book, as I mentioned earlier. Read more, do more, be a positive result, influence for your community, for the people, because somebody's always watching you. So that's my video today, guys. I gave you a piece of the truth. This is part 1. I'll be doing some other things. If you got some information that you want me to share, feel free to shoot it to me. Enjoy your day.